My stepmother never treated me as family and kicked me out at 17, so I bought her house and evicted her. When I was 12, my dad remarried a woman named Linda. From the very beginning, she made it clear I wasn't her priority or even her problem. She didn't scream or curse right away. She was more calculated. It was like she wanted to chip away at me until I didn't feel at home in my own house. At first, it was small things. She'd serve dessert to my dad and her 2 kids, then say, "Sorry, there's not enough for everyone." She'd throw away little things that mattered to me. My favorite hoodie from my late mom, a rock collection I'd had since I was 6, drawings I kept in a sketchbook, and when I confronted her, she'd shrug and say, "Well, I thought they were just junk." When my friends called, she'd take messages but forget to pass them along. She would plan family days to the zoo, the lake, or amusement parks without even telling me, then act surprised when I was upset. "Oh, I didn't think you'd want to come." She even made my room feel like it didn't belong to me. She called it the spare room, rearranged my stuff without asking, replaced my posters with generic paintings she liked, and once moved my dresser into the hallway to make space for her seasonal decor. By the time I was 15, she had built an environment where I was always walking on eggshells. The final breaking point before the big blow-up was when I got accepted into a summer art program I'd worked all year to afford. I left the acceptance letter on the counter for my dad to see. When he got home, it was gone. I found it crumpled in the trash. Linda didn't even deny it. She just said, "That program would have been a waste of money. You should be focusing on something useful." 2 months before my 18th birthday, I came home from school and found my life in garbage bags by the door. Linda stood there with her arms crossed. My dad was there too, but he wouldn't meet my eyes. She said, "Your father and I have decided it's time you learn to stand on your own 2 feet. We can't coddle you forever." I had no job lined up, no apartment, no plan, but she didn't care. When I asked if I could at least stay until graduation, she said, "If you can't handle this, how will you handle the real world?" So I left. I stayed with a friend, couch surfed for months, and worked whatever jobs I could find until I graduated. After that, I threw myself into survival mode. I went to community college, worked in retail, then landed a job in IT. It wasn't glamorous, but it was steady. Over the years, I built a life for myself with zero help from my dad or Linda. I didn't speak to them much, but I heard things about Linda's endless shopping sprees, her constant bragging about her house, the Instagram posts of family unity that never included me. I never forgot what she did. Fast forward about a decade, I got a Facebook message from an old neighbor. "Hey, just so you know, your stepmom's having some money problems. Might lose the house." I looked it up. Sure enough, public records showed the house was in foreclosure. My dad and Linda had divorced a couple of years earlier, and she had full ownership of the property, along with a pile of unpaid mortgage bills. I didn't just want to watch her lose the house. I wanted her to lose it to me. I contacted the bank. They were eager to get the property off their hands. Thanks to years of saving, my good credit, and a healthy dose of spite, I was able to close the deal in under 2 months. The moment I signed those papers, it hit me. I now owned the same house she had thrown me out of with nothing but trash bags. I didn't move in right away. I waited. When the official eviction notice was served, I knew she would be livid. She still didn't know I was the buyer. The day she was supposed to be out, I showed up with the sheriff's deputy. She opened the door in her robe, looking like she hadn't slept, and froze when she saw me. "You," she spat. "Yep," I said, holding out the paperwork. "New owner. You've got until 5 p.m. Her jaw dropped. "You can't do this. This is my house. I've lived here for years." "No," I said, matching her tone from that day 12 years ago. "It's mine now, and you need to leave." She tried everything. She cried, called me heartless, and accused me of being petty for holding a grudge. She even threatened to tell the whole family what I'd done, as if I'd be ashamed. At one point, she sneered, "You've been waiting over a decade for this? That's pathetic." I smiled. "No, Linda, this is called returning the favor." She slammed the door, but the deputy reminded her she was legally required to vacate. By 4:30 p.m., she was shoving her belongings into her car, muttering insults under her breath. I just stood on the porch, watching her drive away from the house she once lorded over me. It felt like every wound she had caused had finally closed. But a few weeks later, I found my father standing in front of my house crying. Full story on channel, link below.